How's it going, everybody? It's Grant here with another video for you. This one might be a little bit of a ramble, but I wanted to talk about this perception that I've had lately that I think we are on the verge of something fairly spectacular. And I think what we're looking at is that humanity may be on the verge of a sort of spiritual awakening. And what do I mean by this? I'm just going to get right into it, guys. The further we can put the degeneracy behind us, the better. 2023 is going to be the year of the spiritual awakening. 2023 is the year of reinvigoration, where we can start to wipe the crust from our eyes and come out of this trance-like state we've been in and realize that there is much more to life than just consuming whatever is put in front of us. I want to ask a question. Have you guys noticed there seems to be a big increase in content out there regarding growth and self-improvement? I have. In fact, this channel was inspired by the fact that I noticed that people seem to be very hungry for this sort of content, so much so that I felt I just needed to start speaking. No fancy editing, no HD camera of me in my cool house with all my supercars. Not that there's a problem with that, but just a voice speaking what I feel is the truth. I think people simply speaking what they feel is the truth is resonating a lot. And, so much these days because people are starting to understand more and more that the quote-unquote diet, so to speak, that we're being fed by mainstream society is not a healthy one. And it's leaving all of us feeling like there is like a nutritional deficit somewhere, and it's obvious. You look around and people are looking rough these days, especially in the West. I would say people are becoming so often these days mentally ill, weak, overweight, dependent. If you're the least bit conscious, you're noticing this. You're starting to notice that the system has a nice, neatly thought out plan for you, where you're born, you're put through school. You basically are molded to fit perfectly into the consumer society we have. You get fat, they feed you crap food, you lose your body's range of motion because you sit down all day, your eyes go bad before you're even hitting puberty because you're looking at screens and papers 2 feet in front of you all day. You're told to sit down and shut up, and there's a singular authority that knows better than you, and then you pop out ready to be the ideal patron of society. By this point, they've already sold you how much fast food, how many apps do you have downloaded already, which are going to pour ideas into your head, which aren't yours. Maybe you're already on a medication or two. And after this, what is it? It's college for a lot of people, where oftentimes you're even more acutely calibrated. At this point, for many people, what should already be a noticeably abhorrent kind of system of existence has already been normalized. This is what people mean when they talk about the matrix. See, you are viewed as a commodity. We are viewed as commodities by the system. Your ideas, your labor, your energy in the form of, taxes are all being harvested from you. And it's apparent to me that there is a push to kind of shift us from what you could see as a healthy free-range sort of commodity, if you will, to something more resembling a factory-farmed commodity with less freedom, less intelligence, worse living conditions, and pumped full of drugs, tagged, tracked, all of these things. The Matrix is alluded to because this is all happening to us in a way where it appears normal. So many people are unconscious of it and pacified by all the novelty that society throws at us. Porn, even YouTube, TV, movies, junk food, conflict. It's got us in a trance state. And the more you follow along, the deeper you go into the slumber. I'll just mention briefly that, psychedelics are fantastic for breaking people out of this shell, this slumber. And look, they're all banned. While a lot of destructive drugs and substances that push people further into the hole are readily available. It's just interesting, right? Just keep an eye on what is being promoted versus what's being demonized. It was easy for us to fall into this trap because really, when you look at it, we are the first real generation of people to grow up completely surrounded by the vices from basically birth. There were a few things before, but now we are completely inundated by trappings all around us. So, I'll give you the example. Like, you want to see naked girls, just pull out your phone. You want some mouth pleasure, just drive to McDonald's or whatever fast food place. We've been completely blindsided by this stuff. And just like it took people a long time to realize, like, cigarettes were actually not healthy and were hurting us, even though there was a lot of propaganda that it wasn't. I believe we are just now on the cusp of sort of collectively realizing that so many of these trappings of modern society, as novel and as fun as they are, might not be very healthy for us. We're like the kids on Halloween who finally got that huge bag full of candy we were so excited for. And we got it, and we brought it home, and we took it out, we looked at all the different candy, and we binged on it, and it was fun, right? But then, to our dismay, we realized, like, wow, actually, I kind of feel terrible now. And this is not nutritious. It's hard to learn until you actually go through it. I think this is where the spark begins. Now, people have started to realize what we are being fed, metaphorically, is not nutritious. Deep down, it's true. This is where the monumental task of our generation begins, which is, unlike the past, where none of this was available and you had no choice but to abstain, really. Now we have to voluntarily set aside the trappings of modernity. We have to say, you know what, that was a fun little phase, but we need to get back to what matters, even if it's not as immediately pleasurable. We need to start getting back to nature. We need to get back to long-term thinking, helping our friends and family, working on projects, exercising, socializing. We have so much to do, guys. And if you need purpose, it's right there for you to grab. The world, obviously, needs help. People need help, like, desperately. Like, can you feel it, guys? Can you feel it? Like, there is a force that is beckoning us to leave this adolescent phase behind, and for us to kind of integrate this new technology and this new novelty we have with our human nature in a way that doesn't enslave us. You can look at all this technology we have, and it looks and it is so amazing, but you're starting to kind of see this bifurcation in society between people who are just sort of glued to the technology and people who are maybe breaking away a little bit. It's interesting to see, and I think we just need to be conscious that we are using technology and we're not being used by it. And I think the future, it really has potential to be something really amazing, where we can identify what is important in life, what is really gratifying, and what we're really here to do, and we use technology as a tool to help us on that journey and to make things easier. But we just need to be wary that we're not falling into a trap where it's working against us. So let's make it happen, guys. I used to wonder why I was born in this time, in this particular life, in this set of circumstances, and maybe that's something that you have also thought about. Maybe you feel the same. But lately in life, when I look at, the world and the state of the world as it is today, just the insane stuff, the insane time we're living through, I don't really wonder that much anymore. And if you listen to this and it resonated with you, maybe you can stop wondering as well, because it's likely that in some way, shape, or form, you are needed. And I hope you can figure out how. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's going to be it for this one. Please like and subscribe and share the video, please, and please leave your thoughts with me. I'd like to hear what you think. It's crazy times, guys, and it just seems to be boiling and boiling and boiling. And it reminds me of like a a kettle or something, and at some point we are gonna reach that boiling point, and I think we need to be on our best game. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.